And while it's still very early in the season, the top teams, Greg, have already started to distinguish themselves across the NBA. He's checked in for Josh Okogie. For Phoenix, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with MP. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Earlier, I spoke with Chauncey Billups. One point he made to his players was, they're going to try to attack us where we live. Right at home, in the paint, at the rim. We have to be ready to contest shots, play physical, and match their intensity. Guys, we will all find out together how this plays out.
Thank you, David. Simons, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Phoenix also making a switch. Payne, he's checked in for Paul.
Unsurprisingly savvy pass by Booker, setting another guy up for success instead of forcing a shot.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Phoenix making some changes. Landale's checked in. And Baisley subbed in for Kevin Durant. And that one misses.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the fourth guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Simons, the pass to Eubanks. Three-pointer. Trailblazers keep it alive. The shot by Watford, no good.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
MP finds Payne. MP looking around. Another three for Phoenix. And you look at MP, you have to think back to his very successful college career, Greg. Was an outright star at that level.
Yeah, stayed 3 years before making the jump to the NBA. You don't see that too often nowadays, but he won a college championship and had nothing left to prove.
Greg, when you watch Anthony Simons play, you can see the burst he has on the ball.
And that goes for him attacking the rim and rising up for a shot. Impossible to stay in front of him with that quick first step. And with his skill and athleticism, boy, the sky's the limit.
Free throw good, Simons.
And you look at the young talent the Blazers have, a nice young core group that can grow. Simons, the big name from that crew.
And Portland making a change here. Little's checked in. And for the Suns, Warren comes in for Baisley. And Terrence Ross is subbed in for Devin Booker. That one is no good. And Simons and Little, Greg, a pair of names Portland fans are definitely excited about.
And they've shown that they can be valuable players. Portland got a lot younger with the trades they made last year. Now they have to have that youth develop.
Here's Eubanks. Payne covering. Shot clock at 6. That's a 2 from Simons. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Guys, just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
MP, no good. Trailblazers trail by 7. And here is Simons. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Payne dishes to MP. Lets the 3 fly. Second shot opportunity. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
He hits the second from the line. Simons up top. Payne covering. And it's Simons missing. Now Ross. The shot. No good. And so it's the Phoenix Suns in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And thanks to their outstanding defense, the impact Damian Lillard has had on this game has been minimal. Back right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc. And as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. Simons kicks to Lillard. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
This is the length that Durant provides on the offensive boards. Love whenever he puts it to use like this.
Pass to Thibault. Back to Simons. Passes it to Nurkic. Clock at 6. Simons on the wing. Kept alive. A second chance effort. And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Nurkic.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
They grab their own miss. Ayton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Jeremy Grant picks one up. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And last season, he made good on about 3 out of every 4 free throw attempts. And last time I checked, I think that's 75%.
That one is off. We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
Sharps checked in for Anthony Simons. And a change for the Suns. Baisley's checked in.
And you just have to be enticed by the skill set of Ayton, a 7'1" behemoth who plays with a lot of physicality and skill on both ends.
Here's Sharp. Over in the corner, Lillard fires from deep. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And uses balance along with fluidity to finish at the rim. Nurkic is a unique big.
Pass to Okogie. Back to Paul. Wide open. And that one hits back iron.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. A guy who hasn't played a lot of ball. Sharp, though, has all the all-star tools they think available to him.
An exceptional shot maker from outside. And he's got great vertical bounce, almost a 7-foot wingspan, and he is relentless in his attack.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Sharp. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, guys tended to talk a little trash, And that could rattle you. That could bother you at times. But you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, the Blazers missed the playoffs last season for the first time in almost a decade. Coach Billups says, it's been a lot here so far, but I just know that I'm built for this. This is what I do, and it gives me the opportunity to stand up as a man to show that I can lead. I'm ready for it. Kevin?
I think he is, and he's embracing the challenge, which is fun to watch. David, thanks. So timeout called here, the first for Portland. For his position, DeAndre Ayton is exceptionally well equipped.
Yeah, are you talking about those long arms, that 7'6" wingspan? Yeah, those will help you knock away a few shots or pluck down a few rebounds out of the air. That is no question.
Time to get loud for your Blazer dancers.
Both teams deciding to change it up. To the left wing. Here's Lillard. From down in the low post, it goes.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Outside Warren. Back to Payne. And there's the pass to Baisley. The shot misses. Now Portland takes it the other way. Here's Sharp. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Now just a 4-point Phoenix lead. Payne passes to Ross. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. 6 on the shot clock. And the shot by Warren, no good.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
Sharp, it's tipped. Pass to Payne. Throws it up high. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Passes it to Reddish. The shot's good. Reddish has got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Payne looking around. The feed to Ross. And the shot goes in.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there beautifully.
And Portland with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's Sharp. He has 7. Nobody near Lillard. Ross grabs the board.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
6 to shoot. Pass to Lillard. From past the arc. They get it again. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Yeah, 76% from the line a season ago, and most would consider that to be a success.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Good on the second free throw. Outside, KD. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
A near 7-footer. KD shooting almost 90% from the line for his career. That's a rare combination.
The Suns have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Durant hits them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Suns lead by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
The way to limit those offensive boards, it's just effort, guys. Whoever is guarding him has to get to position and beat him to the spot.
Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. In at the guard spots, Lillard and Sharp. And it's Thibault in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. GA, something that's kept Portland from getting over the hump is their defense.
Kevin, their defensive rating hasn't been pretty for several years. It's a point of emphasis for the Blazers going forward. Shore up the D and try and take that next step.
And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Phoenix Suns. That will conclude their brief two-game road trip. Okogie, the pass to Paul. And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Nice D from Lillard. Grant dishes to Lillard. Grant outside. Shoots over KD. And too long on the shot. Suns leading by 7. The pass to Paul. Over Lillard. Was shot by Paul. No good.
Even with a big goose egg by his name on the shot chart, the team is somehow managing just fine without him.
They get it back. Here's Thibault. And he banks in the layup.
And it took some time, but hopefully getting that make will kind of kickstart him, kind of wake him up here in this third quarter after missing their first few shots.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Good advice. David, thanks. Here's Sharp. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Simons, he's checked in for Sharp. MP's checked in for Phoenix. Richard, you grew up in Arizona. What do you think of the Suns right now and what they've done the last 2 seasons?
Oh, how much time do you got? All my friends back home are just loving it. Chris Paul, he has helped change the culture with Monty Williams. Great job by the front office. They have put in so much young talent and they have coached them up. They are a complete team. And like I said, how much time you got? We could do this all day.
We could indeed.
Well, Durant must be making the defense sweat a little bit right now. Whenever he gets into a rhythm, he gets aggressive.
Lillard finds Simons. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists tonight. Paul passes to MP. Beyond the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. MP's got 9 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Watford's checked in, and it's Nasir Little in for Jeremy Grant. And for the Suns, Baisley's checked in for Durant, and it's Payne in for Paul. For Portland, they have gone 7 of 11 from the line.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Two shots. Last on the first.
First one falls for him. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Eubanks is checked in. Phoenix also making some changes. Warren comes in for Ayton. And it's Ross in for Devin Booker. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
Here's MP. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Nasir Little picks one up.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They have been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Craig, a high riser, no doubt about it. Pass to Eubanks. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper.
How do you stop a good fadeaway jumper? Yeah, that's a trick question. You don't.
MP outside. Puts up a 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Here's Watford. He's covered by Warren. 3-pointer, Simon.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
The 3 from MP. Portland grabs the miss. Watford's got his 4th rebound in this one. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Outside Warren. The 3 from MP. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And they get it to double digits just as we get set for the final quarter here. That 3 could be a killer.
And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Suns ahead. They lead by 12. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the 4th. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3. And it's Simons missing. Suns leading by 12. Here's Okogie, passes it to Ayton. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Grant kicks to Simons. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Looking to get it going. Feeds to Nurkic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, you take a look at Nurkic. He is at his best going against big-name centers.
Nurkic is the kind of player who rises to a challenge, can be a bit inconsistent in what he gives you, but he loves the challenge of going up against the best.
And the first one drops.
And we see Portland revamping on the fly. A lot of changes, but it's not a rebuild. This new-look roster hoping to keep the Blazers relevant while also giving them a greater upside long-term.
MP's checked in for Josh Okogie. And both free throws good for Nurkic.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
Sharp, the pass to Simons. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And you can just sense his determination, trying to do everything he can to keep this game within reach.
MP outside. The tray. Phoenix no good that time either. Trailblazers trail by 8. Simons with the ball. Now defended by MP. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Here's Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Stolen by Durant, and Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Phoenix ball starts the 4th and final quarter. It's 6-man time. Let's hear it for your...
That'll be a 5-second call.
That's an inbound violation. Blazers ball.
And for Portland, they're shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Pass to Sharp. And here now is Thibault, covered by MP. Thibault kicks to Grant. Over MP. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game. It's stolen. Now, here's Thibault. The pass to Simons. Shoots the 3. Offensive rebound. Nurkic. That one doesn't drop. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Phoenix Suns. They have yet to put up any points here in the 4th. And here's MP for 3. A new 14 for the Suns. Here's Ayton. And that one, good. And the Suns lead by 10.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Chauncey Billups coaching up his team during that break. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now, or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
Suns leading by 8.
Let's hear it for your Blazers.
MP outside. He feeds it to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Impressive at using the pick and roll. Ayton slips well to the basket after setting that screen.
Lillard against Paul. And Lillard gets it to go. Lillard's got 4 points this quarter.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
MP outside. To the inside. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by MP.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
Lillard against Paul. And Lillard kicks to Thibault. A three-pointer is right on target.
Smart decision to kick it out to another guy once the defense is fixated on him in the paint.
We've got 1:18 left to play in the final quarter. Paul outside. To the middle. And stolen by Thibault.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
They get it back. Nurkic. It drops. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And the swag Nurkic plays with, it's infectious. He doesn't back down from taking a big shot.
For 3. The Trailblazers pull it in. Here's Lillard. Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
MP outside. Lets it go from deep. And the Suns get it back. It's in!
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 5. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
Your Blazers Youth Dance Team. Show some love, fans.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the... And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, great to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Damian Lillard. Fourth personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Suns.
And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaker.
And the leadership Paul brings to this team is so incredibly important. His teammates really rally behind him.
Here's Sharp. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. So the Suns win it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long.